To do a tutorial for Injustice 2. I do not know what this accent is. It's like a mix between French and German. I guess I'm Flarman. I'm going to show you some pretty cool stuff. First off, everybody loves this game who has played it. Graphics amazing, customization amazing, but the crazy thing is people want the mother boxes. So for those of you who don't know, mother boxes are found here. You go to Brother's Eye Vault, and you get mother boxes, and when you open them you get gear which you can use to upgrade your characters. So for example, I just got Durable Wizard's Magic and 30 B4 cables for Brainiac, so two little things, but that was in a bronze box. Now there are there were several ways you can get gold boxes. You can buy them, or I'm going to show you in this video the easiest and fastest way to get them for free, without even having to play the game, really. Ooh, cool, I got a hero card icon. But let's see what else. Ooh, Batman head, and it would be good, so I'm going to actually use that real quick. I'll show you how it works. So, let's take a look at how this works, shall we? We shall. I'm not going to open any more gold boxes because I want to show you. So, for those of you who have not played Injustice, I'll show you right now how it works. You go to your character, mine is only level 12 right now, and then you pick the gear that gives the best statistics, and it makes them look cool. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, character's not reached level. What are you talking about? Oh, it's level 15. Mother of Pearl. Alright, well, I'll save it because I'm going to anyway. So anyway, the gold is the elite. So you see how it has yellow and gray and blue. Blue is really good gear. It's called rare. But the gold are epic, and the epic are really, really hard to find usually. But the best way to find them is in mother boxes. And the best way to get gold mother boxes, you'll find out soon. And I'm also going to show you that one of the fastest ways to level without actually doing any hard work. Now, the first thing you need to know is that you're going to want to go to AI loadout, and you're going to want to give them the best gear you possibly can. If you have any specials, which you get at level 10, you get a special, and at level 20, you get a special. Make sure they're equipped as well. And then whatever shader you want. But the real kicker is if you push R1, you go over to adjust attributes. What you're going to want to do is take all of the attributes of these two down to 0, set the combos to 20, 0, 20, 20, and I'll show you why. What your AI character will do is fight for you without you having to do anything, and also be your defense team in a mode I'm going to show you in a minute. But what is great about this is that by doing this, yes, I've just changed accents. By doing this, your character will do everything possible to stay away, but if they get close, they will very easily fight like crazy and win. So that's pretty much what you want to do right there, is get it going as good as you can. Now, these guys, obviously the gear gives some good stuff, so that's what's up. Now, I have 3 characters that I've been working on. I got Batman, Catwoman, and Superman. Now, my Superman is level 20. He's a beast. He's pretty wicked. Now the crazy part is I got some epic gear, but believe it or not, it's not as good as what I got equipped right now. So I'm leaving that on. But that's crazy, right? Anyway, so that's my powerhouse loadout. But the AI loadout, I do use that because this one gave more health. Anyway, I'm getting a little off topic, and I apologize for that. Forgive me. So anyway, once you've got your AI stuff set up the way you want it, and I did go through that quickly, so real quick I'll show you one more time. You want to get everything level 20 on the following here. You go onto your AI loadout, hit X, then you go over to R1, and you want combos, zoning, and runaway all at level 20. If you want to write that down, you can. Alright, so once you got that set, it makes them nearly unbeatable, especially in the 2 game modes. Now there's 2 different ways that you can level up quickly and get gold boxes. So let's first talk about how you level up quickly. You go into single player, go to the multiverse. Now you can do this on any of the multiverse levels you want to. And basically what it's going to do is it's going to play for you. Now the nice thing about doing it on the multiverse is that you get special stuff. So like you get gold boxes and whatnot. But what I like to do is I'll do it on Battle Simulator, and then I'll go all the way over here to Endless, okay? Now the reason for that is after 5 fights of wins, you get 1 bronze box. After 15 fights, you get yourself a silver, 25 you get a gold, diamond, etc. So that's actually pretty great. Now my high score on that one is actually only 1,860,000, as you can see. But then what happens is you can actually, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this in here. It's 12 levels, right? And I'm gonna figure out who do I want to level up. Let's level up Batman. All right. So we're gonna get Batman up a little higher. So the first thing you do is you hit square, and then you got loadout 1. No, go to AI loadout 1. And the reason is you want it to fight for you, so you don't have to do nothing. Put it on very easy. I know this sounds like a cop-out, folks. I get that, but the whole point is you want to level up quickly. Now, you do get a little more XP, I believe, the higher your level, but it does take a little longer. I said quickly, so we're going to go easy. And then there's my 12 characters I got to beat. It's going to start me with Superman. Hit X on that. It's not a load screen. If you hit X, it'll go through a little quicker. Oh, also, join a guild, because if you join a guild and check in just about every day, you're going to get a boatload of boxes for doing essentially nothing. So that's kind of a neat outfit.
You're going back to prison, Clark.
I'm restoring my government.
I won't let that happen.
I won't let that happen. Okay, now, I'm not pushing anything. My guy's going to fight for me, and you'll notice every move he does is to keep me away. The reason is the computer, the AI of the actual computer enemy, his main priority is to try and get as much of my life down as possible, and the easiest way to do that is to get in close. So if I'm far away, it's harder for him to get me. Now, Superman could use his laser eyes and get me from far away, get me from anywhere in the map, and that'd be pretty easy, but he doesn't do that. For whatever reason, he just doesn't do that, so whatever, I don't care. There's no peace in revenge. What a lie. Anyway, so, yeah. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm kicking butt and taking names, and I'm not touching the controller. In fact, if I'm being totally honest, which I am, I'm folding laundry right now. Multitasking. So the game is playing for me. Oh, looks like I got hit once. Game is playing for me, and I am literally folding laundry. I'm doing housework chores while my character levels up for me. Absolutely nothing I have to do. Now, I'm not going to lie, this can take a few hours, especially if you do the Endless one. Endless goes on until your character dies, and he usually dies out right about 15-20 characters in. And the reason for that is that after each round, if you get gear, it's going to give you a chance to level it up. But,
Batman wins.
you know, usually you're going to want to go through and actually... Okay, so here's a great point. See what I mean? I got that much. I'm almost level 13. One more round and I'll be at level 13. Didn't get any free gear there. For those of you who don't know, when I get gear, because you do get gear in here quite a bit, quite a few gear drops, when you do get gear, you can actually go ahead, if you find that it gives you a boost, you can actually go ahead and equip it right here from the fight, so you don't have to leave or quit or lose your progress. You can actually, right there, boom, bada bing, bada boom, whatever.
I'm glad
yeah.
Kara proved incorruptible.
She's a fool to deny her power.
She's smart to know its limits.
Begin.
Oi. Now, some characters actually excel at being really far away and fighting hard. All of them have good distance moves. They're all well balanced. Batman is pretty good at it too. Pulls himself in, but then you'll notice when he pulls himself in. Watch when he does it again, because he will. There you go. Boom! He's like halfway across the screen, and then with one quick back, he's all the way across the screen. So away. So it's a good opportunity for him to escape as needed. Now, it will use your supers. What it won't do is level interacts. Or no, I'm sorry, not level interacts, but like the background stuff. So like he won't try and hit him into the statues in the background there, or pick up a box or shoot a laser, or anything like that. He will on occasion do level transfer to another part of the level, on occasion, but usually he's so busy trying to stay far away that he doesn't. Now, one thing that I did point out is that I like to put up the combos, because when he does get close, some characters are really good at staying close no matter how hard you try and keep him away. So by having the combos up, it makes it so that he can get as many hits in as fast as possible before the enemy actually gets a chance to defend himself. Such epic music. Boom, beat him. 2 characters in like, what, 5 minutes? Less than that. Alright, we're at level 13. Still no gear. Oh well. Ooh, Supergirl, this ought to be interesting. Now, I know I promised a gold box, so if you stick with me through these 12 matches, I'll show you the easiest way to get a gold box. And if you'd like, since nobody's really watching this live,
Yes, used to get people
Once I'm done, it will again.
sure.
to me.
Begin.
Oh, that's about to get kinky. Anyway, no, what I was going to say is that if you go ahead and, oh yeah, if you want to go ahead and skip closer to the end of the video, if you're not watching this live, then feel free, and that'll show you how to get the gold mother boxes. Basically, you can go into a different mode, and it's like this, you're auto-playing, but instead of auto-playing, you can actually fast-forward it to go 4 times the speed, so you get 3 rounds in less than a minute, and your character still levels up, not quite as well as he does with these, but he does level up. And on top of that, for every round that you win, you get a gold mother box, and every round you lose, you still get a bronze mother box. So either way, you're getting mother boxes, and that means more gear. And honestly, let's be real here, the whole goal of this game is to get the best gear. You want to get your guy level up as much as possible and get the best gear for him so that your team's nearly indestructible. I'll also tell you, here's a little sneak, easy tip. Injustice 2 does give you a trophy once you do every single character's super move. I think it's called Powered Up or something like that. So you can get an achievement, a trophy for that, so that's kind of awesome too. Any gear? No, go figure. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and do all the super moves, the best way to do that is just play one round at a time. You play one match, you put it on very easy, and you go through each character on the roster and do this, make sure you get your super move in at least once. Now, in the past, in other NetherRealm games, I know that it has let you do.
Ring off you.
Ooh,
If you could, I would die.
Then
Really?
Let's avoid that, shall we?
Begin.
that's funny. Anyway, what I was going to say is that in the old Injustice game and in other Mortal Kombat games, you were able to go to practice, and you could do the super moves there, and you do the super move for every character there, and you get the trophy. Now, I don't know if it has enabled it for this, so I'll just say the easiest way to do it is the other way that I mentioned before, play one round at a time. The other nice thing about that is it still gives you XP, even though, again, it's not a whole heck of a lot, you still get some XP, which allows you to continue to level up. And now, the question that I got asked earlier today by my lovely, intelligent, amazing gamer daughter was, why does level 20 matter? Well, the answer is very simple. Ooh, block. Oh, good. They do block, by the way, super, so that's good. Anyway, the answer is very simple. The higher the level, the higher the statistics, including defense and strength, and the harder you are to defeat. So that's kind of cool. There's a lot of things I like about this game compared to the other Injustice. Now, Injustice 1 was one of my favorite games, let's be honest. The storyline on that was just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Man wins.
The idea that Superman got tricked into killing his wife and daughter and nuking Metropolis in one fell swoop, and that's the thing that turned him evil, is just brilliant. If you haven't already, I highly recommend either Comic Historian or Comics Explained, either of those YouTube channels, and go through and watch the Injustice playlist. It's quite a long time. It covers about 5 years worth of material, but so worth it. Excuse me, I'm fighting a cold. So yeah, it's a really cool thing. You can get caught up on all of the Injustice storyline, which is really in depth and really cool. And you know, I'm kind of a nerd like that. I've loved comics since I was a kid. So yeah. Now for Injustice 2, the differences. I like the levels themselves better than Injustice 1. I like the fact that the more you fight, the more damage gets done to the backgrounds until they're like hardly anything.
Dinah, you're
Love
not
that.
ready.
I sure as hell am ready.
I'll be the judge of that.
Ooh.
Begin.
Anyway, I really like the fact that that Injustice 1 had, I think, the graphics weren't as good, but I love the fact that the more damage you do, the more damage it did to the backgrounds until you were literally destroying them. Now, some people, I guess, didn't like that because they didn't think it was realistic. But if you have superhumans that are basically gods, hence the term God Among Us, killing one another, it's going to do some heavy damage. So I thought that was awesome. I love the level transitions. I love the level transitions in this game.
Wildcat can teach teaching me.
So I think that's really cool. As far as this game goes, I really love the graphics. They're amazing. I love the fact that you can customize your character and change the colors.
After this, first round's on me.
Push yourself harder.
I do also like that they talk to each other with customized phrases and sayings and whatnot. And they don't see the same thing every time, which is great. So like if I had Black Canary versus Batman again, all of the conversations would likely be very different. So I think that's really cool. I think that's going the extra mile. They have some great voice work on this. You know, you've got the guy who's done Batman in the cartoons and in the last game. I'm pretty sure this guy even does Batman in the Arkham Asylum. And Scarecrow, for those of you who don't know, here's a little awesome thing. Scarecrow is voiced by Robert Englund, and Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger. So the idea that this guy who thrives on other people's fears and is obsessed with fears is actually played by the same guy that plays Freddy Krueger. Hey, I got some gear. So, alright, Batman. Now, I'm not going to show you how to, I'm not going to equip this, but you can compare this. Most people just hit X here. Don't do that. You want to hit circle, and it'll compare it. You can see it compared to what I'm wearing now. Now, obviously, I'm wearing a piece of epic gear, which gives me transition bonus, all this stuff, so it's not really a good idea for me to swap this out. You can also, as you can see, there's two red stats. The red stats mean that compared to what's equipped now, I get lower stats. It would be green if it was better, but you got to watch it because you could still lose stats somewhere else. So you want to be very careful there. And you also want to open it up like this because, as you can see, there's an augment on this. And in the original mode, you can't really see the augment. You can see that if there is one, if you're paying attention. But so, like, if I get transitioned, I get 2.49% less damage. So that's important. Now, if I wanted to equip the new gear, I would hit triangle. I don't, so I'm just going to hit X. But that's how you can equip in-game without having to leave the menu if you get new gear. So I'm glad that popped up. I can show you. Well, you guys are getting a lot of free lessons in this game. Robin. Now, for those of you who don't know, there have been 3 Robins. There was Dick Grayson, who was the first Robin, who has become Nightwing. In the Injustice universe, he's dead. This guy, Damian Wayne, accidentally killed him. But in the rest of the comics, he's still very much alive. Very popular character by the name of...
The League didn't teach you everything.
You have some wisdom to share?
The importance of self-control.
Begin.
Alright, so a little bit of background on Damian Wayne. Damian Wayne is the 3rd incarnation of Robin. So the first one was Dick Grayson, and he became Nightwing. The second one was a guy named Jason Todd, who was killed by the Joker. And the 4th one is Damian Wayne. Now, Damian Wayne was the son of Batman and Talia al Ghul, and he was raised by the League of Assassins, so that's why they're not really close. For a while he played Robin, and they fought together side by side, but ultimately they do not have a very good relationship, and so as a result they're constantly fighting and bickering. Ooh. Now, in the Injustice world, when he killed Dick Grayson, he became the new Nightwing, so that was kind of cool. Your move. So, this, as you can tell, that when you're going to grow up, that sort of thing, that's the kind of banter they have, is, you know, Batman thinks he can try harder, Damian is very pissed because he'll never live up to his father's expectations, loves his mother to pieces, that sort of thing. Ouch. These supers are epic, I love them. Thank God for armor, eh? Haha. Have you gotten to see Batman's yet? Batman Super. They don't really usually do the supers. That's the downside of playing at the, nice. That's the downside of playing, on AI mode, is you don't usually get to see the supers very often. So that sucks, but... Already level 13. And I think we started at level 12, so... You know, yeah. Green Lantern. Now, the other thing you might notice is that the AI character that I'm going against, their level matches mine. That's always the case. Now, their gear is usually not nearly as good as mine. Whoa. But...
This wasn't the plan, Jordan.
Can't plan everything, Bruce.
You're too reckless.
Whoa. I think if I go into pause and gear loadouts, yeah, I can compare the two. So these are my gear versus his gear, and you can see he has more strength than I do, but I have more ability, and I have more HP, so I'm healthier. So there's really no reason that I shouldn't win this. It's pretty cool, but you'll see he does have quite a bit more level 12 gear than I do. But again, mine are gold, so they're probably quite a bit stronger. But anyway, so whatever level I am, that's the level that the opposite the enemy's going to be too, so that's kind of cool. So back to the game. And if you're wondering, yes, I am still folding laundry. He's very good also at blocking. I don't know if you've noticed that, but he blocks almost everything that's incoming. And they're good at anticipating. So like, say that Green Lantern was going to use a projectile, Batman will usually notice it and duck or block or do whatever he needs to avoid getting hit. So insanely defensive, and that's part of that loadout that I showed you before. That was a waste of a smoke peblet. Let's see what happens. 9 special moves. So I've gotten the 9 special moves. That's the other thing. Down at the bottom, you see how it says land 9 special moves during the match. These are little ways that you can get a little extra XP or a little extra something at the end of the match. Or at the end of the entire round, you get more points. So, yeah. It doesn't always try to get those, but usually it does inadvertently anyway, which is nice.
Batman wins.
Does he? Yeah, level 14. So 2 levels, and it's only been like 10 minutes. So like I said, it's not super fast, but yeah. Captain Gold. Oh, here's the other cool thing. So when you play through on the mode that I am, the AI simulator, the awesome thing about it is that at the end, when you beat Brainiac,
You used to run from me in fear,
Batman died when Soups unmasked you.
and yet I still deposed him.
Begin.
anyway, that's Captain Cold. But he has actually another skin that is that I've unlocked, that is Mr. Freeze, and I haven't looked, but I'm sure I haven't tried it. But it's a completely different voice, and the skin's different. All the moves are the same, but the dialogue between Batman and Mr. Freeze and all the other characters is different. So that's kind of cool.
Don't waste my time.
Don't waste my time. Boom. Oh, there's a super. You didn't block it. What the hell, Bats? Sorry. Boom. Sorry, I completely forgot what I was talking about before. Oh yeah, the endings. So, if you play through the story mode, which is, it's a pretty long story. It's a really good story. It's not. I think it's not quite as good as Injustice 1, but it serves its purpose. If you play through the story mode, you'll find, spoiler alert, that Brainiac is the bad guy, and he basically wants to take all of Earth's knowledge for himself and then destroy whatever's left. Now,
No one's scared of the Bat now.
You should be.
well, how about that? Ouch. So anyway, what I was going to say is, when you play through any of these, whether it's the 3 level, the 5 level, or this 12er, the last character is always Brainiac. So it's kind of like the solo tournament mode in Injustice 1. Whoever you beat it with, it's going to show you how the story would have ended, how the game would have ended, had you beaten, had that person won. And so there's some really cool endings there, and yeah, it's pretty neat. Like, yeah, I won't spoil anything. Maybe for my next video, I'll show some of the endings. Or you can, I mean, I'm sure there's other YouTube videos that do the same thing, so whatever, I don't really care. But, yeah, it's interesting. It's exciting. And this head cold jumped up on me, like, right out of the blue. Some of these characters I'd never heard of
Find a
before.
cure, Minerva.
Cheetah, whatever, I've never heard of her.
His claws.
It's either that or a prison cell.
Begin.
I thought Cheetahs was supposed to be fast. Then again, I did put it on easy, didn't I? Boom. And I'm not sure, I haven't really tried it, but if you don't mind longer fights, that's not true, I did try it a little bit. If you don't mind longer fights, you can put it on like a harder mode, and they'll get the XP a little bit faster, but it's not a good trade-off, because the fights take twice as long. I mean, I saw a fight go the full, like 5, 6, 7 minutes, and it was just for a little bit of extra XP. It's like, nah, I don't want to do that. And maybe losing easier, so it's weird. Boom. Your move.
You do know how to hunt.
I'm Batman.
Duh. Boom. Here, have some snap, crackle, pop. He jumps up and is like, here, have some, pop rocks. Sorry, I got really thirsty. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to French. I mean, it's been 26 minutes, I might as well do the French voice for fun.
Batman wins.
This should put me up to 14 and a half. Let's switch right back to British. I don't know why I always switch back to British, probably because it's the easiest. New gear, what do we get? It's Batman's arms, and it's, okay, so this is a great example. So, as we compare, we see we only lose 13, but we gain on everything else. Now, anti-magic, which means that I get less damage from magic users. What am I losing? Well, when I throw environmental stuff, my damage was increased, and anytime I went against a Kryptonian, my damage was quite a bit increased. So, yikes, is it worth the trade-off? The answer is yes, because I'm getting a lot more strength, I'm getting some extra defense, and I'm getting my ability jumped up anyway, so I'm going to go with the new piece. Now, let's see if we can notice the difference in the arms. Boom. Let's see what happens. Okay, we are going against Wonder Woman. The conversation should be very interesting. Yeah. There was one thing I was disappointed about. There's one thing I was disappointed about. I did not like the fact that pre-order just to get Darkseid, and then it turns out you can buy him for like $6 or $9 or something.
Side.
You'll have to kill me, Bruce.
Loyalty to Clark has blinded you.
Begin.
Right? Yeah. Almost there, I promise, guys. And I'll tell you what, the reason that I went with the 12 is so that you could see just how many levels I could get, and because I wanted to get all the extra mother boxes I could. But I will tell you this, that's nice. I very easily could have shown you the other one, how to get the, I mentioned before, how to get the, what is it called, the gold ones quickly and easily. The problem is that will take like 3 minutes. So if I were to show it at the beginning of the video, it would be way too short. And I apologize, but I don't feel like that's the best idea, Listen to the way she screams. Hey, anybody excited about the new Wonder Woman movie? I'm a little bit. Also, in other news, did you guys hear about Zack Snyder? Zack Snyder is no longer going to be directing the Justice League movie. I was assuming it was in post-production. I was wrong. He got almost completely done, and there was some kind of a...
You're getting shut down.
Don't be so sure.
Some kind of a family tragedy, so he had to quit. And I think it's Joss Whedon, maybe? I don't remember, but somebody big decided to take his spot and take over and help out. And I believe it was the director of the Avengers, Joss Whedon, but I could be wrong. You can Google it if you like, but yeah, Zack Snyder no longer doing it. That's weird. That is weird. Well, there's still y'all. We got here Darkseid. He's a big bad mama jamma. I'm kind of pissed off. Like I said, I pre-ordered the game, get Darkseid. I'm all excited. I'm gonna get him. First off, he's hard as hell to use. Didn't like that. And then two, anybody can buy him day one. That's stupid. You know, I get if you're going to include him in the Ultimate Edition, but
I know exactly how to beat you.
Darkseid has never been beaten.
is that true?
More.
Begin.
I find that hard to believe. For those of you who do not know, Darkseid is a big bad godlike character who is the ruler of a planet called Apocalypse. He lives for war and death and carnage. He is nearly indestructible, and those omega beams that he shoots from his eyes are basically, they can destroy worlds. They're ridiculously strong, stronger than Superman's eye beams. There was an amazing crossover, like a what if, where he went against Galactus. And for those who don't know, Galactus likes to eat worlds. He's a Marvel character, so it was kind of a neat Marvel DC crossover. But what ultimately happened is, you know, he was beating the crap out of Galactus, and ultimately Galactus finally realized there was no humans there, there was no life, it's all mechanical and demons. He's like, well, why didn't you tell me? And Darkseid just kind of laughed and said, because I enjoy the battle. Ooh. See, that was the Omega Beam I talked about. I thought it would be... It looks like I'm doing Canadian now. It's the closest to my actual accent, don't you know? Well, look at that, eh? There's a little combo. That's why I had that combo meter up. I've seen some really good AI combos, went all the way up to like 17.
Batman wins.
14. And no more gear. I didn't notice the arms, probably should have. Okay, so Brainiac, yeah, the big bad boss. And now you're going to get a special treat. You'll probably see an ending for the Batman. I know you're like, where's my gold mother boxes? I will tell you, I promise. And I've already given a lot of good tips. I mean, you have to admit, you may not have gotten them right away, but you did get good tips, right? You're right, and you're learning how to level relatively quickly. Keep in mind,
Brainiac.
You are not exceptional, Batman.
I'm full of surprises.
Begin.
Anyway, as I was saying, the interesting thing about this is that you would think that I'm really good at this game, but again, I'm autoplay, so I'm not doing anything. It's the game playing itself. I could have not told you that, but a quick eye would have got it anyway. I should have changed the loadout to totally me. Brainiac acts a lot like Dr. Octopus. I don't like that. Ouch. Ouch. There you go, that's a good combo. Come on, Bat Swoopin'. Kick his ass, kick my ass. See, when I'm playing the game straight up, I use a lot more little interactions. He ain't doing that at all.
Don't waste my time.
More than likely, I'll lose on most, not all of them, you know? He fixed that ding. Oh, I hate that laser thing. Is he gonna use his super? He's gonna use it. Block it, Batman, block it. Oh, you did block it. Good job. I know you guys are like, what a ripoff, I wanted to see Brainiac Super. Well, not today. Oh, that hurt. Get him, get him, get him. Oh, God, I hate when that happens. And you know, it's interesting is I can't figure out how you had to do that. Your suit intrigues me. Oh, thank you, I like it a lot. Anyway, but he said he's not special layout, right? Right, okay. Come on, level transfer, you son of a bitch. Do a level transfer. Nope.
Inferior being.
Don't be so sure.
That'd be funny if Batman was like, suck my dick. He's a bit of health boost, no problem. Still going to beat him. Come on, get him. Level transfer. That would take him out. Oh, of course not. You're just gonna combo him. Oh, I'm okay with that. Whatever. Alright, so now watch. Here's your ending. I've not seen Batman again. Nice little bonus.
Brainiac's attack left the world devastated. Thousands dead. Many more thousands homeless. When President Kane asked that I head up the emergency response, I couldn't refuse. The job's demands require that I leave the Justice League in Barry's and Hal's hands. Together they're molding the younger heroes into a force for good, unlike any Earth has ever seen. But I'm only semi-retired. Behind the scenes, I've been preparing for Superman's return. Kal swore he'd escape from the Phantom Zone. I'd be foolish not to take him at his word.
Nice. Batman prepares for everything. Okay, so now, rather than watching all the credits, which is what this would be, we'll skip all this bullshit, and now, the moment you've all been waiting for, how to get free mother boxes. So, Master Battle Simulator, boom. Oh, look at that, I don't get any boxes. You have to get a minimum of 1,000. So that's the other downside to this, is that because my score wasn't where I needed it to be, I didn't get my other boxes. And if I'd have done the level interactions like I wanted to, or the level transfers, I would have gotten more, because you get those freaking things, you know. I didn't do any super moves, finishers, which are worth tons of points. No perfect matches. It's kind of lame, but whatever, I'm sorry, I digress. Still, because I beat it, I'm still going to get something. Regen tokens. And the shader, cool, I got a different outfit. A Gotham Knight alternative skin, sweet. Alright, so we're done with all that. Bronze. So if I would have beat it now, it'd give me bronze. But anyway, so you can do it a lot faster if you just do this, you keep getting bronze, mother box, whatever. But I'm not going to do that, I'm going to show you the other part. So the other way to do it is if you go to, you go to multiplayer, right? And you go to AI Battle Simulator. First thing you're going to want to do is customize your characters. Make sure that all of your teammates, you're setting up now, keep in mind, you're setting up your AI characters specifically. Now, I'm only going to set up the ones that I'm going to use for my defense team. I've got Catwoman didn't get any new gear that I know of, otherwise it would have been lit up and just flashing like the rest, right? So that's what we're looking for, is we're looking to see if anybody else that we plan to use is getting it. Superman also did not get any new gear, and Batman, Batman did get some new gear, but I think I already equipped it, we'll find out. Oh, I'm not there yet, I was level 15, I'm not there yet, I'm really close though. So after this I'll be able to put it on and get that, but okay. A chest plate, we don't want it because I already have something wicked awesome. Let's see, that's the best out of all my stuff. And nothing else is new. And the shaders, let's see what the new shader looks like. It's a Hawkeye shader. Oh yeah, well, Hawkeyes. Well, I'm a Cyclone. But you know, I'm still gonna wear the shader because it looks kinda cool. And so, you know, when it's just... See, I don't know, what do you guys think? I like that one quite a bit, but that one's pretty neat too. So we'll do that one just for fun because it's new. Alright, so... You know what to save it, yes, it's all good. Okay, so we've got all that. Now, once you've got your loadout selected, remember it's the same AI loadout as before. You can assign your defenders. I've already done it. But basically you want to take your 3 most powerful characters. And I like to do Superman, since he's level 20, Batman, and Catwoman, because they're both the highest levels, right? And then you hit yes. What that means is that when you get attacked, like I'm going to show you in a minute, when you get attacked, those will be the ones that defend. And since they're my strongest, that's why you want it that way. So, here's where it gets quicker, I'm telling you. Literally, you'll be getting gold boxes in no time. You can do this over and over again. In an hour, you could probably get at least 30, maybe more gold boxes. So you go fight, search for opponents, and as long as you can get a quick find, which with my luck, it's going to take forever to find it now. I've got 200 meg internet, you'd think you'd find it already. Oh, come on, really? This is what's going to take forever? That's a bunch of bullshit. Let's cancel and go back in there and see if maybe that helps. It freaking froze, are you kidding me right now? This pisses me off. Oh, this is not happening. God damn it. I apologise, folks, but looks like I'm going to have to do a part 2 of this thing. I'm sorry, but the good news is the part 2 will be super short, so please tune in to the part 2. Like, subscribe, share if you got this, found this at all helpful. It's probably been my most helpful tutorial ever, and so I'm really glad to have been doing it, but it looks like it froze on me, which never happens, so that's infuriating. But yeah, I'll have to do a second video real quick, so click on the next link to see the next video. Thanks guys, I'll see you in a minute.